light so blinding, buttons clicking, my mind's unwinding, joysticks fire, energy's rising, baby grindhouse, no compromising. Pixels popping, the screen my stage, fingers moving, unleashing rage, code like a jungle, I'm Tarzan swinging, grindhouse anthem, controllers banging, game over now, I'm built for overtime, levels on lock, rhythm flows and rhyme, high scores a mountain, I'm here climbing, top of the leaderboard, stars aligning, grinding at the grindhouse, no sleeping, dreams on the screen, the crowd beat creeping, grinding at the grindhouse, the beats repeating, this is my world, the heart is beating, grinding at the grindhouse, no sleeping, dreams on the screen, the crowd beat creeping, grinding at the grindhouse, the beats repeating, this is my world, the heart is beating. Loot in my pocket, treasures I'm claiming, enemies fall, no time for taming, digital kingdom, my throne's engraven, every step forward, my name they're praising, power ups hit, adrenaline bursting, game face on, the hunger's thirsting, coins rain down, the arcade's chirping, grindhouse vibes, it's more than working. It's more than working.
Gamepad dream, they selling me the fumes. Promises of gold, but it's pennies in the room. Phil said power, but the silence go boom. Controllers in my hand, but I'm feeling my own doom. Halos in the casket, Forza lost his will. Tried to hide the plastic, but it never felt real. Marketing like smoke, mirrors full of zeal. But the games ain't here, how we supposed to feel? Xbox is dead, feelings is over. Caught up in a hype, but we pushing boulders. No exclusive, just excuses. Stainless cold leftovers. Xbox is dead, feelings is over. They threw shade at Sony, but the lights ain't flicker. Bought up all the studios, but where's the hitters? Got a fridge, not a console, it's just getting thicker. They said they changed the game, but the cap's much bigger. Talking about teraflops, but who really cares? No games in the pipeline, just empty air. Best at the bar, now they walking on a prayer. Redfall dropped, and we all said a prayer. Oh, Phil, what's the deal? Told her, this is still the box collects dust, and the fans lost the trust.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How you doing out there? Yes, that's true. I am live. We are live today, man. It is a special Gaming Grindhouse live show. I used to try to do them early on the Wednesdays, but work and everything. But I took a half day today, so let's go live. So how's everybody doing out there? That's right. Those are all the hits, man. They got more hits here at the Gaming Grindhouse. If you like all that music and more, definitely hit up the VIP or the Ultimate Grinder tier to get that music. So how's everybody doing out there? Yeah, man, we're going to chill. We're going to chill and hang out, man, because it's, talking about getting cold right before the holidays. Oh, man. Xbox got a whole big thing of coal. It is like, for people to dismiss what is going to go down today, it is actually ridiculous, because there's something on the horizon that's changing, and this is not Horizon Herman Holtz's is Aloy, no, this is something's going down. That's all I'm saying. It's going down. We're going to be here for it, Grinders. So we're going to be here for that messy work. Here, hit that like button. Share it out, man. Grinders, if you missed the show on Monday night, it was epic. What a show, man. We had skits. We went through a lot of the quotes from the ABK deal when Phil Spencer was on the podium talking about how exclusives mattered and Sony was hurting them. And, oh, man, he was crying, man. Everybody be crying during that ABK deal. Craziness, crying how Sony makes them hard for them to do what they want to do, and he don't see value in putting games on closed platforms. Whoa. And then the revelation of, here, you heard it here first, I got my insiders. Phil Spencer had the Xbox Christmas Carol. You could listen to that on Monday and find out how he changed his whole tune from Christmas of 2023 to February of 2024 when he said just 4 games. Because he wasn't talking that under oath. Because if he did, I think the FTC would have been, oh, well, that's all right. There's no big deal here. Let's go. But, man, go back and check that show out Monday, man. What a show. But you're going to have a great show today. That's all I'm saying, man. We got AI doing that work, and it's not Copilot. I'll tell you that right now. But we need numbers. The numbers come out now. When we talk about what we think is going to happen, and then the numbers come out to show exactly what we thought was going to happen, that's what we're doing here today. So let's shout out to the grinder. Lady Gamer in the house. How you doing? Ron M here. Lunchi is here. All the grinders are showing up. Cosmic Hero plus Ultra. That's right. Put out the Grindhouse sign. Albert Gouchard. Light those lights. Isu in the house. Wolfenstein. We got Jay Rother, Brigadier, William, Wild Beast. Man, these names are getting wild out here. Oh, man. But yes, so yeah, as you can see from the thumbnail, hit that like button, Grinders, and share it out too. Share it out, because not everybody gets those notifications work. So let them know that the fires are burning here at the Gaming Grindhouse, and also too, I'll be gifting out some VIPs. We hit who's on our way. Glassdoor Gamer with the 2. He goes Nvidia scaling back cards 40%. Yes, I saw that as well. I've been and before we get into the NPDs and everything that came rolled out of what's going down. Nelson just woke up. Welcome. Get a cup of coffee and come to the Gaming Grindhouse. Nelson's here. What's up, Mirko? How you doing? But I'm like in this kind of like electronics panic mode. I got an SSD, like the Samsung 4 terabyte, like last month, and it was like on sale for like $250 or $260, and now they're like $340. I'm like, I don't know if I need this or not, but should I keep it? And I'm like, yo, Super Hemi's at work. Yeah, hopefully I get you through your day. I'll try not to cuss like Mark Cerny and that filthy mouth of his. But pause, Phil. You don't know, but yeah. So I'll try. You could keep it on, Super Hemi. Yeah, I'm just like, and now with the NVIDIA chips, I'm like, yo, let me get my gaming laptop locked in. Which one do I want? What do I want? So I'm all set, because I think next year it is going to be a mess, because the prices of these cards and everything are going to go up. The RAM is already up there. AI is just going to go crazy. So like, I'm like looking at these sales, and these things were already higher with the tariffs and everything this year. And I just been in this like electronics panic mode, trying to be like, yo, I got to settle in on what my laptop, like what my gaming laptop is going to be, what my handheld is going to be, what my, because I don't think it's going to happen in the next couple of years. Like I'm going to be chilling with this, dude. And, and the PlayStation, man, you got that's cooking. That's why you set that thing and forget it. But, concerning all the computer stuff that I use for the show and games on the side and things like that and on the go, I'm just like, yo, it's wild, dude. It's wild. Same thing with the Pro. Yeah, like, get those memory cards for the Pro, the SSDs, because I'm like, do I need it? And I'm like, I'm keeping it. So I'll just put it in my Pro. I didn't know if I needed it or not, but like, I got the 4 terabyte. I'm like, might as well, because I'll hate to return it going, I don't need this right now, and then see the prices of these 4 terabyte SSDs stay at $350 and go up to $400. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I had one for $260 here that I was gonna return because I don't know if I need it or not, because I saw it was on sale. But I've been like scouring the internet for sales, and when something drops on sale, like I'm just like, buy it, and just hold on to it, because I don't know where this stuff's going. So, and now with NVIDIA doing now with the scaling back and stuff, like, these graphics cards are gonna go up. And they're going to go up because they're going to be harder to find, and people are going to want them, especially with, I just read, the 5060 Ti's and the 5070 Ti's, which are the kind of sweet spot that some people are looking at right now with the 5070 Ti's. That's the one, which is the one that probably the 5080, 5090, yeah, if you want that, but they're very high priced. But like, that kind of like right there, the 5070 Ti, that's the one. So what's going to happen? Boop, the prices are going to increase now on the one that's the most desirable, probably the most cost versus performance that you could do for a few years, and now that's the one. What's up, Hood Geek? How you doing? So again, I try to give some buying advice, like I try to give it, what I'm experiencing. Look for the sales, and if you can grab RAM, which I think RAM is done, but if you need a graphics card or gotta look, I would say don't wait on this stuff. And I know it sucks, like it's the holiday and stuff, but like, you're better off to get it now and sort it out. You have that long Best Buy return policy maybe, but something along those lines, because I think it's going to be bad. And I think it is going to be really bad when you look at, like, if they're going to be trying to push these next gen PC type things, like, dude, the prices of these things are going to be astronomical. They're not going to be we're not even in that $400, $500 console friendly situation, right? We're not even over there now, but like, it's going to get expensive. And I think this year with the tariffs, things got expensive, and now during the holidays they got on sale a little bit, but I think they're going to get higher now, and next year is going to be even crazier. So I don't know, man. It is and it's all because of the AI, and yeah, the AI is just soaking up all these RAMs. And what's happening is that they are like the premier customer. When you subscribe here, you hit I'm the number one customer. These guys are now looking at the consumer now as not the number one customer. These big AI factories where they could sell all their stock and just pump out stuff, and they're getting paid on the back end to fund these server farms. And they're like, yo, like just throw them in these server farms, and they got a guaranteed manufacturing sale where they're not manufacturing stuff to put it on Best Buy shelves for it to like maybe sell, maybe not. Scalpers get it, things like that, where you got a golden goose that's willing to pay you millions upon millions of dollars to just power their server farms, and they want to absorb all that stuff. It's taken away from us as consumers, making our availability of these items to buy as a consumer is limited, which brings up price. on this stuff to build PCs, to build, consoles and stuff. It is not good. And we already see Samsung with the SSDs scaling back. They're saying SSDs are going to go up in price. That's going to go up. That's why I said about the SSD. RAM already has been up there. And now NVIDIA scaling back and even talking about VRAM there. Kazakiro, shout out to him with the 10. He's getting us to our goal of me giving out them some members. He says, NVIDIA scaling back. Microsoft in the shithole, man. It's bad. AI is not doing at all. It's hated, all this crap, because they thought AI would be the thing. What a joke. Yeah, I covered that on Monday too, covering about how Copilot and them just shoving it in everybody's face is not really doing anything. And actually Gemini is this battle of AI. Everybody just uses ChatGPT. And what's funny is that the way I use AI to make a funny image, or to use hey, let me ask you a question, how to do this recipe and do this stuff, people just want to just use it to ask questions like a glorified search engine. And these guys want to use it as something where it's going to be something to take over a role or a job or something like that. And it's just dude, you got to crawl before you can walk. And the guys just think throwing money at stuff and throwing money and throwing AI in front of the main people, it's going to make people use it. Because you got to remember, the AI is only as smart as the user experiences. People using AI gets it smarter. The questions that it asks, the answers, the things like that. That's how it gets smarter. So if people are not using it, the AI is not going to get to the level where they want it to be, where it could take over and collect stuff on people. You know what I mean? They want people to use it. That's why they're spamming it out, because the more people use it, the more they could see trends and questions, what people are asking and where they were when they asked that question. And was it what are they asking? What's the tonality? What's the proper phrasing? It's learning from us. We're feeding it. And that's why they want people to use it so much, and they're paying people to use it. Chat Copilot's being forced, you have to use this at work and stuff like that, because they need the data in order for the computer to learn. We're teaching it. So scary shit. And Terminator. Oh man, where's James Cameron when you need him? Arnold needs to come in here and go, "It's over, Harry. I told you, it's a CPU that's learning computer, and we're teaching it to learn. I got to stop it from Skynet. We have to kill it right now. The CPU needs to end. You got to get out of here." And oh man, dude, I didn't realize how many clips I had watching Jingle All the Way, man. Booster, watching Jingle All the Way, it's totally Xbox's Booster. Definitely. Nobody likes Booster in the house, man. And
yes, I'm trying to find a Turboman doll. Me too. Do you have any more in the back?
that's somebody looking for a PlayStation. In 2020.
What did I say? We got plenty of Turboman's faithful saber-tooth tiger booster.
Nobody likes Booster. Anyway, but yeah, it is some crazy stuff going on right now. So for me, just everybody, just try to figure out what you want, customer. What you can get. Be the smart consumer. That's all. All you can be is a smart consumer. Do your research. Don't just throw money out there and think the first thing's the best thing. Always double check and triple check. There. Primal Plaza with the 5, he goes, "The AI revolution is starting in the office. As a software developer, my workload has decreased 75% because of Copilot. Companies are encouraging it." Yes, that's true. Thank you. Yeah, same thing here. They want people to use it. And Microsoft's pushing it as well. You have to have how many of your workforce is using it, and they're encouraged to use it. It's not something that it's forceful. It's use it. It's you know what? I prefer not. No, you got to use it. We got to report the numbers. And that's the thing. Because I said it's feeding it, and that's what it is. Hood Geek says that I watched Fallout Season 2. Yeah, I started watching it, and then I fell asleep. So I got to watch the rest of it. But I was watching it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. What I did watch, Welcome to Derry. Holy crap! That show is awesome. So I recommend that if you need to binge watch some stuff. If you haven't watched it, Welcome to Derry is awesome. I got to go rewatch it. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 now, because that show is awesome. I can't wait for the next season of it. But I did like Fallout, so like I'm interested in seeing Fallout Season 2 there. But yeah, everybody's trying to use it. But yeah, see, your workload has decreased. Like, it has its benefits. I'm not saying AI is bad. Yeah, just episode 1, Marco. Just episode 1 launched there. But yeah, it just started. So yeah. Anybody likes about you AI? That's right. AI is booster. But it is. It has. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I like it. But it's just the way the companies are trying to, and then they're trying to figure out how to monetize it, dude. They're trying to figure out how to monetize this thing. Like, they're like, we're giving it to everybody to use, but now we got to figure out, okay, now how do we make money with it? Let's sell them another tier where it takes the search a little deeper, so that's kind of where they're all are. But hey, that's for them to struggle. But yeah, we're feeling it, man, as consumers right now. Yeah, Hood Geek. Yeah, welcome, Derry. Awesome show, man. It is awesome. It was definitely, man, I got hooked. I got hooked on that one, man. It was definitely good. Oh, you don't think your industry is gonna be around in a couple of years? Oh, probably. But yeah, that's one thing I hate if this thing kind of takes over, people's jobs and stuff like that. Yeah, see, Isu says they're pushing it a bit where I work. I had to do a short teaching class on how to use Copilot agents and stuff. I thought maybe I could get one to search emails for me. Yeah, like it'll search emails for you, appointments. Like, it definitely has value in utilizing it and stuff like that. But it's just it's the business and these big corporations trying in the race to get to this. And unfortunately, the race it's not making us choose. It's making these big corporations or the stakeholders, like everybody else, choose for us. And that's the unfortunate thing. It's not like, and like I've said before, even with these free-to-play games I was bringing up on Monday, like, you can't just say, I'm the best, use me. I'm the best, play my first-person shooter. This is the best one. That's not how those games do. You need organic use. You need to have that organic use, and you got to let people spread word of mouth. And this is how I use it. This is how I use it. And the snowball effect happens. But when people force you to use it, it creates the opposite. I don't want to play your game. You're the best. No, you're not. Like, you're not taking me away from what I'm playing. You make these bold statements before, and what you're showing is not that. So you see, and the same thing goes with AI. Like, you're just shoving this in my face. It's going to deter people away from using it. You need to basically have it organic, but they're impatient. They threw so much money at it, and now they want paydays. And that's where we're seeing now. And that's why they're ramping up, and they're pulling the stuff away from us, the consumers, and making more stuff more expensive for us. So, which will go right into what we're going to talk about with the NPDs for November, which is, usually the Super Bowl of, like, the gaming industry is November. That's when everybody's buying their gifts, spending them. The sales are there. For some, the sales are there. And that's how it goes. So, we're seeing that now into November when the big NPDs came out. Like, we got the Black Friday sales, but now we're seeing how that represents the whole month of November. And there's some big stats, so we'll get into that. But hit that like button, grinders, as we go into it. But yeah, just on the AI to close that loop, just to say, hey, we'll keep talking about it here. Again, I'm not super into all the AI tech stuff, but it's interesting to see the effects of how it's affecting us as consumers, how it's affecting gaming, and gaming's gonna get expensive. And it's gonna be a very interesting year ahead, and we will be exploring it together, grinders. So keep it locked here. Because again, I'm the only two sources I have my eyeballs, so I don't have any insiders or anybody telling me anything of what's going to happen. All I see is what we read, and we discuss it here. That's about it. So what has come up today is Matt Piscatella has been running around, and he had the numbers. So the USA Video Games Report for 2025. Year over year, let's go through these. Year over year, total spending decreased by 4% to $5.9 billion. Hardware spend dropped year over year by 27%. So it was $695 million compared to $949 million last November. So they went down from $949 to $695 in hardware spend. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was the #1 selling game, followed by Battlefield at number 2 and NBA at number 3. So that was the selling game for November. We'll get into Black Ops after we cover the hardware part. Battlefield 6 is the best game of 2005 so far, as it should. Battlefield 6 is fire. That's my most played game. Battlefield 6, I love it. So yeah, as it should. They listened to the fans. They had a great reveal, a great beta. Game looks great. All the modes are functioning, and that's Red Sec. That thing is fire. I don't play too much of that. I just like the multiplayer stuff, but game is complete and ready to cook. And they listened and they did a great rollout. Maybe Call of Duty Black Ops 7 saw a double-digit decline. We'll get into this. We'll skip over that one for a bit. PS5 was the top-selling hardware in November, followed by the Switch 2. There you go. PlayStation, the top-selling hardware, as it should, because it did have incredible sales and value. And the Switch 2. Number 2, the Nex Playground for the month of November, grinders. The month of November, the Nex Playground ranked 3rd in hardware sold. It sold more than the Xbox, placing Xbox was 4th to 5th, and Xbox was 3rd in dollars because it was the most expensive thing at $700. 1.6 million units of video games were sold in November, lowest since 2025. Oh, video game hardware. 1.6 million units of video game hardware were sold in November, the lowest since November in 1995, where it was 1.4 million. Then look at these grinders. Yikes. Xbox Series consoles dropped 70%. 70. What happens if you drop 100%? Like, it's over. It's zero. 70% drop in the Xbox hardware. 70. PlayStation dropped down 40 and still made records. And the Switch 2 were down 10 years. Yo, and that's another thing. The Switch 2. I don't know, man. The Switch 2 not blowing up like the Switch 1 did. I think I don't know. I think the Switch 2 is going to be a slow burn. Nintendo might do Nintendo might come out with a Switch 3 faster than we think. I think they milked that Switch 1 too long, and I don't know. Let's talk about the Switch 2 first, because we know Xbox and stuff. But let's talk about the Switch 2 stuff, dude. So,
like zoinks.
It didn't have this monstrous holiday that you would think Switch would. And it's funny because it reminds me, this is crazy. Now you can tell me this might be a hot take, but the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 is reminding me a lot of the Wii to the Wii U. Oh man.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
Hey, Aaron.
He could tell us history.
Where are you?
It feels very, very strange. Like, it feels like how the Wii just blew up. The grandmothers were playing it. Everybody wanted one. The Wii is all over the place. Wiimotes. Wii's going through walls and all that other stuff. Everybody just bought the thing. People you didn't even know played video games had a Wii in their house. And then the Wii U came out and people were like, yeah. And the Wii U was sort of like this more graphical capable machine. And now you look at this and the Switch is like, nah, the kids are good. The kids got the Switch. They're good. Grandma's good with the Switch. Grandma don't need the Switch 2. The kids don't need a Switch 2. And also having Mario Kart World, like the first, like the big Mario Kart, like it's the newest Mario Kart compared to that was the Wii U's Mario Kart on the Switch. And now they had an officially new Mario Kart, and that I thought would be flying off of shelves with the Switch 2. But yeah, very strange. Very strange. Mr. B says, yeah, the PS5 had the best year in November 2024, so it's not a big deal. Exactly. And Mr. B, that's been the PlayStation's thing. They had this monstrous year, and then the next year they dropped like 30%. It's like, yeah, but the year before was like they sold tons. So, like, yeah, naturally it's down because it was so high the previous year. It's leveling off. But when you're down and then you're losing 70% year over year, or you just launched a brand new console and you're still down, I don't know. It's just weird. But like, I just feel like the Switch 2 might be a slow burn. I think next year they really need a Switch 2 lineup. I don't think Donkey Kong was the thing for it, even though it was a great game. I think that Switch needs kind of like a refresh. I think they need a new Mario game. They need a new Zelda. They need a new Smash Brothers. Like that's the kind of role that Nintendo runs. Like they need the new, the Mario Tennises, the new Mario Golfs. They need a refresh of everything. Like stop bringing over the Switch stuff. We need Switch 2, the new stuff, the new batch. You know what I mean? The new batch. And I think that's where, and that's the thing, Waterwana. Like I feel that the graphic, like the tech, like, I mean, not the tech, but like the screen, the Switch 2 looks like a Super Switch compared to the Switch 1. The Switch 1 looks like it's old. And the Switch 2 looks like, oh, okay, now it's definitely modernized, but it's like a Switch Plus. But they need the new batch. They need a new Animal Crossing Jack. Yeah, like Nintendo needs to start cooking. Like stop. And it's a shame what happened to Metroid. I know a lot of people are enjoying it out there, but it seems like it didn't evolve the gameplay as it should. I don't know. I didn't play it yet, but I'm just seeing like it didn't blow up after all these years of waiting for it. I think that the hype just burnt out. And when it came out, it just was like, yeah, it's that. Dude, I don't know. And that's the thing, Mirko. Like same thing. Like the Wii's next step was like the Wii U trying to get back to hardcore. Like it was more powerful than the Wii. It was better graphics than the Wii, and they kind of they super casualized their install base. And this was the problem that Nintendo seems to have. They go super casual, super mass market, and oversaturate the grandmas and the kids and all this other stuff, and then they try to come out with something more adult and more mature, and it doesn't hit because it's like, yo, you just garnered an audience of these. Of people that are like, they don't know what better graphics look like. They don't care. They're satisfied because they just entered into the gaming realm, and they're not like, I need this next thing. Like they're like, no, I'm not. They're not the early adopters. They're not the ones that are going to come across. They're going to come later. But they need to accelerate that, I think, with the Switch 2, and they need the new batch. Like the fact that they don't have a new Mario game coming out next year with the movie, like you got to be kidding. You're gonna recycle Sunshine and Universe again, remake it for the movie. Like you don't have a fresh new Mario game coming out. Like come on, dude. Like that's what I mean. Like and Smash Brothers, like come on, like yeah. But we're gonna have a whole year rollout of Smash, the new one. Like you need this stuff. This is why people buy the NES. This is why people buy Nintendo. This is the stuff that I want to see with the Switch 2. I got my Switch 2. I played my Mario Kart World. I played, I played the Donkey Kong game, and now I'm like, okay, let's go Switch. Where are we going? Let's get the new batch. Let's go. Switch 2 exclusives. I don't want to see it's a Switch 1 game enhanced for a Switch 2. I want to see just do Switch 2 exclusives that take full advantage of the thing. Not just up-reses. But that's right. What are we doing here? But yeah, this wasn't the holiday. Nintendo did well, but it wasn't the blowout that we thought the Switch, like the anticipation of the Switch 2. Oh, I love the Super Mario Brothers movie. Really? Jack says, oh yeah, well, look, I got the numbers here. Donkey Kong isn't even in the year-to-date top 20 for NPDs. Yeah, like I said, yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know, but Nintendo's going to have to, and no OLED, that's another point, yeah. Well, like, really, yeah, and I think the whole thing with the sharing stuff, Nintendo, like I will explain, man, if you listen to Thrifties, who I believe he's doing a show tonight, maybe I'll be there, but I'm not sure if he has any the guests. But Thrifty, we were on the show last night, and we were talking it was like we were doing between the PlayStation and the Switch, like, talking about how the Switch handoff is with the downloads and the virtual cards and sharing. Dude, families and kids, parents don't want to hear that stuff. Like, what do you mean? We bought the game. You can't play it? No, it's checked out on the other Switch. What? What? What do you mean it's checked out? We bought the game. Why can't you play it on your Switch? He has it checked out on the other system. Parents don't want to hear that shit. Like, what? What do you mean it's checked out? I bought the game for the Switch. It's Switch 1 and 2. Play it. Oh, no, it's lent. I got to check it back in. Are we at a library? Is there something going on? Like, what do you mean? Like, my son, I have the two Switches. I have the Switch 1, the Switch 2. She wants to play on the Super Smash Bros. On Switch 1, but then, like, now when she takes the Switch 2, it's like, oh yeah, it's on the Switch 1. We got to, like, hook them up to Wi-Fi and send it back to the Switch 2. It's like, what? Because Nintendo don't want you playing them at the same time. Really? Really, Nintendo? Like, it's crazy. So, like, I think that's confusing. I think that the whole virtual cards and all this other shit's confusing. It's expensive. It's not as low priced as the other consoles. And everybody's like, you got the Switch 1, you're fine. And Nintendo knows this. That's why I think they're going to have a wave of Switch 2s if they want to sell them, or if they want to just continue to sell the Switch 1s. Like, the way, I don't know, man. I just don't know. But I'm surprised even at this latest show in December, Nintendo didn't have any kind of Nintendo Direct in November or anything getting people ready for next year. Maybe they do one in January or something like that. But they need to start cooking. Like, they need to start showing the new batch of Nintendo IP that's coming out, and not this recycled stuff and indies and stuff like that. Like, they need to have some new shit coming out, because they are what's up? What's up? No cap says Switch 2 is trash. Dude, yeah, it didn't blow up in the holidays. It wasn't Santa wasn't asked a lot for that. They said everybody sat on Santa's lap and they're like, Santa, I want this, Santa. Ho, ho, ho. I want one too. Ho, ho, ho. I want a Pro, Santa. Wolverine's coming. Oh, ho, ho. Santa's like, I want one too. Who's going to put it on my list? Oh, Santa wants a Pro. Everybody want a Pro. But yeah, no, the Switch 2 screen is great. But yeah, you compare it to the first one. It's like, Yeah, and that's why, that's why I'm afraid too, Michael. Are we gonna see we're not gonna see Switch 2 only. Is Nintendo gonna really cut off? Are they gonna cut off their that's right, Santa want one too. But are they gonna cut off their the Switch 1 audience? Egregiously with these next games that I don't know. This is what happens when you got this backwards compatibility stuff. Same thing when you're trying to sell remasters and remakes. People already have the game played. I don't know. Free updates, not free updates. But yeah, the Switch 2 released too fast. I'm just shocked that they did not have a lineup, a good push for it. And especially for this one, they had a lot of crush-end games, and they just had Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World. But they probably said, look, Mario Kart is our best-selling game on the Switch for all these years. Everybody will love a Mario Kart World, And Nintendo, unfortunately with Nintendo, this is their MO. This is what they do. You buy a new console, you get the new Mario Kart, the new Smash Brothers, you get the new Mario Tennis, the new Mario Golf, the new Mario Party, the new this, the new that. And that's what it is. And instead, what Nintendo did with the Switch 2 was oh, we're not giving you a new Mario Party. We're just going to add some a DLC to the other Mario Party and enhance it. Goddamn Viagra, the thing. I was what? You've been planning 13 years for a Switch 2, and you're going to tell me that the new Mario Party game is some DLC expansion, Bowser World bullshit? And then telling me what I'm going to use it as a mouse, and that was the other problem that I said with the Switch too, was that there was nothing really hardware wise to differentiate it. It was better hardware, better screen, stronger, but not much, but it didn't have a new gimmick, and the mouse was not that gimmick, man. That mouse is not being used by anybody. That mouse is in the worst game of the year for $14 of a tech demo. How to use your controller that they charged. $14. Blue Chew Mario Party is wicked work. Dude, that's what they did. That's what they said. We're enhancing it. Enhance for their pleasures. Oh, Phil. Phil speechless.
Like, I'd have to go back.
Phil speechless. But, like, yeah, like, really, a brand new 3D Mario world, like, I know. How do you not have that? And same thing comes out with the movie. But like I said, when they launched the Switch too, like there was nothing to differentiate it. Like the Wii U to the Switch, like there was you could take it on the go and stuff like that. Well, what was the gimmick and the new approach for the Switch too? It's like, Switch Plus. You know, a Switch Plus. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, and your control could be a mouse. Says who? And what's crazy is that they're like this, Nintendo being lazy. Nintendo come out there and they go like this. They go, oh yeah, Mario Paint. Oh, a new one to use with the mouse? That'll be incredible. No, emulated via subscription. Mario Paint supports the What?
Another one.
You're using backwards compatibility emulation for the old ass Mario Party and Mario Paint to hype up your mouse control? You should have had a Mario Paint game there from day one with all new features, with sharing features, with people, with 3D, like, hell, make it in VR, horse shit. Do whatever the hell you needed to do. But there should have been a Mario Paint day one to use with that mouse thing on the Switch. People would lose their mind with a brand new Mario Paint that you could share your art, you could maybe create levels and stuff like that you could play in, draw the level, like almost like Mario Maker. Nintendo, do I need to do your job for you? Do I need to do your job for you? Because that's what it seems like I do. I do their job. Man, I would have made a Mario Paint combination with that mouse. Shit would be fire. Draw the levels of the Mario Paint, Mario Maker with the mouse control. Brand new Switch 2 exclusive. That's why I knew that mouse thing was horse shit, because they didn't even use it with anything. And I want to take my controller that's $90 and rub it on some table. Pause, Phil. Speechless. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Those things are $90. I want to rip it off my Switch and then just start rubbing it on the concrete or on the floor. You know? That's what I want to do with that Switch. Give me that $80 controller. Hold on. Let me rub it on this table. Oh, kids, here, play on the concrete with it. Use the mouse control. Scraping that thing all over the place. $90 controller. Yeah, because that's exactly what. Oh, you didn't put the wrapper on. Oh, you didn't put the wrap. Pause. The wrapper. Where's the wrapper? I threw that thing out in the box. Oh, you got to put the wrapper on that thing. You got to put you got to put it wrapped and ribbed, whatever the hell it is. Now let me take the $90 control and rub it on the things. Watch me, kid. No, don't do that. That's the first thing I told my kids. I'm like, no, it's not a mouse. I didn't even tell them it's a mouse, because the first thing they would do is take that controller and just start scraping that shit on the floor. And then I got to go spend $90 and buy another one of those Switch controllers. No way. But man, Mario Maker with the mouse control, Mario Paint comes with, like, yo. They're like, no, emulate the NES version. Let them enjoy. Dude, they got the same. I tried it. I tried the NES version of Mario Paint, dude. Is this dude? I was like twitching because I had flashbacks. I was a little child again. I'm like, dude, they got the same. This is the game with the same Mario heads go do 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 do. Same Mario heads and the his jump. I'm like, holy crap! You can make music in Mario Paint, but you know, make it for the modern times. Let me share those MIDI files. Let me share the music. Like, you know, people be playing, maybe upload it to the Mario Music app, right? The Nintendo Music app that everybody uses. Anybody using that Nintendo Music app to listen to all the... Oh shit. Sorry about that. No. Nobody using that Nintendo Music app? Everybody have that downloaded? Nobody? Anybody? Hello? Anybody using that Nintendo Music app? Oh. Maybe upload the music to the Nintendo Music app. Fan-made music. Blah, blah, blah. Using Mario Paint. Dude, please. I'm doing your job. Like, how do these developers and publishers don't realize, like, if you're going to make something, like, make gaming fun. Like, just do, like, come on. But no, we'll put a mouse control and charge you $15 for a demo on how to use it. That's all the mouse can use. Oh man, what's PlayStation and Music app? But yeah, like, you know, so Nintendo, I don't know how to turn into a Nintendo roast, but you know, they think the Switch 2 is gonna be a slow burn, maybe. But yeah, they went down 10% year over year to Switch, and PlayStation was down 40, but had a very high last year. But Xbox dropped 70%, man. Average price of a new unit video game hardware was $439 in November. 11% November 19th is $235, dude. The last time $235 was the average price. Now they're $439. Gaming content spending went up 1%, and PlayStation 5 DualSense Black Control was the top selling accessory. But grinders, I had to do some research. Xbox came in below another console. Just like I was talking about earlier, Glassdoor Gamer, hot breaking news. Kingston sounds the SSD pricing alarm as the company has seen the 246% increase in the NAD wafer prices, with the biggest increase within the last 60 days. Yeah, there you go. They're getting paid by somebody else, not by us. Thank you for that, Glassdoor Gaming. But grinders, I had to do some research. I was like, well, wait a second. Xbox has been here. They're going to celebrate 25 years of Xbox next year. I don't know how they're going to do it. They better do it at a cemetery, because that's the only place I can think where they could celebrate 25 years of Xbox and where they have put it. Phil Spencer better be sitting next to a tombstone during this reveal on 25 years. We started Xbox in the hangar, the airport hangar, and now with The Rock, and now we're celebrating Xbox 25 years in the cemetery, because that's where it needs to be, a mausoleum. Because I don't know I don't know how they're going to celebrate 25 years when this thing is 70% down year over year, and it lost to this thing, the Nex. Like, look at this. And this thing is not no $50. This thing was $250 Connect Baby subscription-based console. A subscription-based $250 Connect box where you subscribe to play games to jump around in front of your TV. That beat out the most powerful, the most powerful console in the world, the Xbox Series X, and the most accessible Xbox ever created, beaten by a $250 Connect subscription, play in front of your TV dance for the kids. I had to go to AI. I had to go to the Googles. And I had to go, when has this ever happened before? When has Xbox not been beat by somebody that wasn't PlayStation or Nintendo since its existence in 2001? And Google was thinking. So I asked this, when was the last time Xbox was beat by a console for NPD was not a PlayStation? Grinders. The last time it says was this year. Holy shit, it was this year. It never happened. It never happened. 2025. The last time Xbox was beaten in a monthly NPD sales, 2005. So I was like, And then I continued. The only time that it may have happened was early 2000s when the Sega Dreamcast, which was discontinued, was being sold. That's the only time, early 2000s, that the Xbox may have been beat by somebody other than Nintendo or Sony in NPDs, was when it first launched and the Dreamcast was coming off store shelves because it was discontinued. Since that time, it has never happened. Holy crap. Social Joins has asked the question, what is the Nex? Well, then, if you watched the show from last week, I'll show you the Nex is. But guess what? Since we got all the grinders here, 140 people hit that like button, I'm going to show you what this Nex Playground is. You want to know what Xbox got beat by? The only time it got beat was from a clearance Dreamcast the year it launched. But grinders, this sold, look at this, sold out a $250 dance. Look at this, Bluey, the kids. And you get a play pass, dude. They got Game Pass. They beat out Game Pass with their own pass. Oh man, you pay a monthly fee. This thing, and you can say, well, wait a second, what the hell is this thing? Listen, this is what beat them out. That beat out the Xbox. What's up, Dog Zone? The Nex Playground. Holy Spirit, where is this? Is this there? It is. Where's the video? This 25 years. Xbox got beat by their own tech from somebody else. Grinders, what did I say? I gotta pause. Henry just bought one. The future. Grinders, what did I say is the Microsoft MO? What did I say? One customer. What did I say is the Microsoft MO? They come out with something. They rush it to market. They tell you to wait. They tell you about all this potential. They don't have enough patience to see it through. They don't get the support from devs, and they destroy it. And the Kinect is that. And what happens? What happened to Zune Music, the first subscription music? And then when Microsoft fails, somebody comes over, takes the same thing, or something similar, and then does it better. Spotify. Zune, iTunes was dominating. Zune said music subscription. They didn't see it through. Spotify came and said, yeah, we'll do it better. And Zune's gone. Kinect. Yeah, the Kinect games. We're working on Kinect games. And nobody wants it. No. We're done with Kinect. We're out of the box. Jorge just came out here. $250 subscription. Connect away. With a little privacy button. Connect away, kids. David Lee, the founder. Dude, he must have worked on Microsoft. David Lee, I got to find out about David Lee. David Lee is the CEO and founder of this. Let's go find out, dude. David Lee of Nex. Let's find out about this guy. Let's find out. This guy co-founded this thing. Let's see what he did. Dude, if this guy worked for Microsoft, that had any ties with Microsoft, man, oh, man. That is going to be poetic. David Lee. Let's see what he did. Who is he? David Lee. Cue the Undertaker theme. Motion Technology Entertainment. There he is. Let me see. Here he is. Oh, man. Here he is. This is the guy that beat Phil Spencer and Satya. Here he is. He's the CEO and co-founder of Nex, Motion Technology. He's the creator of Nex Playground, an award-winning play-actor system that uses AI and computer vision to turn any playground into a living room into immersive interactive play. No wearables or controllers needed. Since launching in 2023, it has become a breakout success, receiving top honors. It has been featured in major outlets in Good Morning America. Prior to finding Nex, he was a senior engineer at Apple, where he built and led the engineering team in developing iWork and iCloud, the web app versions of Apple. There you go. Nah, he's not with Microsoft, dude. He's Apple. And that's why it works. And that's why. There you go. No way is he coming from Microsoft where they're like, just buy Beam and we'll make it Mixer. Just buy it. Dude, there he is. Engineer at Apple. Ta-da! There it is. That's what he used to do. He managed a team of 30 engineers, and he worked in Hong Kong. Before his career working at Apple, he worked at Edit Grid, leading an online spreadsheet service. Dude did connect better than Xbox. There you go. From Apple. Present you the Apple console. Phil Spencer, where are you in this?
I don't know. Like, I'd have to go back and look at the...
Yeah. Man, oh man, Xbox. Yet again. Microsoft got to be sitting there going, are you kidding me? We thought it got bad for Xbox being down 70% year over year, and we want that console gone. But you're telling me that in our final years, right before our 25th Xbox anniversary, we're going to get beat out by a Connect children's subscription box using AI that's built by a former Apple employee using the same technology similar to Connect? Dude, who's writing this book? There's got to be somebody writing this book here, because this is just unfathomable. Unfathomable that this is where they are. Glassdoor Gamer with the 2, he says, Nex has more exclusives than Xbox. Oh, shit.
I hope this is not true.
It is true, Arnold. Tell me, like, is it just me seeing this story being written? Because I can't believe that. And it's a subscription box. Game Pass, yes, it has it. Play Pass. Connect, yep, it has it. Boom. Watching you with a camera, yep, it got it. They were screaming at Phil, take this out of the box. Microsoft's like, wait, why couldn't we make Connect its own little console on the side? Shh. There you go. There you go. It just shows you how incompetent Xbox and Microsoft have been. And I really think, the Balmer generation, the Gates generation, Balmer was very competitive. He would be beside himself if something like this happened. And I feel like Balmer was definitely much more aware of, like, we can't be beat by these clowns. We got to come out and beat them. Satya is on an old different path, his own thing. He made Office subscriptions, and he's just like, yeah, everything does this. And he's just like not reading the room. I think Satya has the worst spatial awareness of any CEO. I think he just knows his thing and what he wants to do and his story. And I don't think he's really reading the room. That's why they're losing. And he's a spender, dude. He's a spender and a salesman. He's just as bad as Phil. So this thing beat it out. This is all U.S., Lunchi. Yeah, this is all U.S. Arnold can't believe as he is. But to lose November to this, it's crazy. We're gonna find out how much the subscription is. Well, let's go see what David Lee got cooking here. Let's get into more details of this Nex Playground here. Let's see. The NX. We're gonna learn all about the Nex Playground. Hit that like button. Hit that hype too. The hype meter. Everybody, you gotta forget. Let's hit that hype button because we're hyping this up. Yeah, let's see. Here it is. So let's go here. This is it. Buy now. It's $250. Everybody loves it. Your golden ticket. Playground plus Play Pass. Oh, man. Let's learn about Play Pass. Phil. Somebody doing Game Pass better than it. They got fitness. Oh, man, they got Zumba fitness party. Dude, these are like old Kinect games. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Look at these lineups. Fruit Ninja, Goalkeeper. They got all the partnerships. 45 games to unlock for a 3-month or a 12-month Play Pass. Look, they got a year subscription. Phil, you got a year subscription to Game Pass?
I don't know. Like, I'd have to go back.
Oh, you don't? Okay, Phil. They don't have it. Man. Look at this. Phil, look at these prices, Phil.
For the boxes. Xbox, no. Phil, that's
$89 for a year or $50 for 3 months. Woo! $90. So you pay $250 for this machine and then $90. You get access to the entire catalog with no ads. Dude, they got ads in their game. Yo, they got ads in their game, man. Satya, why are they doing this better than you? Phil! Oh my God, they got ads.
Hold on.
Oh my God.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Yo! Yo! Satya, like, how? This thing came out in 2023. How did you let, like, yo? They got kiddie games with ads. They got a Game Pass subscription for $90 a year. They're using the Kinect technology. Oh, my God.
Our console that somehow we're going to win the
Oh,
console
Phil.
race, I think doesn't really lay into the reality of most people. Like 90% of the people.
Oh, Phil, but Phil.
Sir, do we get the win this time?
Oh, man.
Build a great Project Scarlet. I want people to feel like they can have amazing console experiences they've never seen before, and that they've got the best lineup of content and services of any platform out there. And we're totally focused on that. And I know we have other things going with like coming to PC and xCloud, but I'll say that being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing. And we're not building this program to try to aim for second place. We were going to build it aiming for first place, and that's what I want to hit.
One of the other things.
Second place he was talking about there. We're not aiming to build the Xbox for second place. Grinders, he's talking about the series consoles. That's Project Scarlet that he's talking about. So that is Phil Spencer at the launch of where we are today. He was aiming for first place. That was Phil Spencer talking about Project Scarlet. Crazy. I got to hear that again.
Build a great.
This is the series consoles.
I want people to feel like they can have amazing console experiences they've never seen before.
Never seen.
And that they've got the best lineup of content and
Best
services
lineup
of any platform out there.
No
we're
Halo.
Totally focused on that. And I know we have
Totally
other
focused.
things going with like coming to PC and xCloud, but I'll say that being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing. And we're not building this program to try to aim for second place. We were going to build it aiming for first place, and that's what I want to hit.
Woo-wee! Wow.
Stop. Enough.
Yeah, for second place, it fought the fifth, and this thing just beat you in the biggest holiday season. They sold more of these things than Xbox Series consoles, Series S's, Series X's. And this thing even outsold all the handheld PCs, which are fought the fifth. So the Asus ROG Ally 2 is below this. That's below Xbox. That's the way the percentages broke down. It was like Xbox came in fourth, and then the handhelds and PCs and Switch, that came in after. So the Asus ROG, you
Seen Xbox hardware. Our
oh man, the next Xbox handheld, holy crap. Even that. Kablowy. It's crazy. Here's some more numbers. Look at these. Look at these. Like, what are you doing? Like, you got, I think it's so low. They need to address this shit. Like, they gotta be, yo, they gotta come out and be, yo, yeah. It's done. We had Dusty Bin checking. I told you, he was shopping around. Dusty Bin was checking, making sure that Xboxes were in stores. It wasn't a stock issue. It wasn't a stock issue. We had Dusty on the case, right? Remember Dusty? He put down, he didn't eat turkey. He was out there on Thanksgiving. They're like, where you going, Dusty? The cookies are ready. He's like, nope, I got to go to Target. I got to go take pictures for my channel. Well, what do you mean, Dusty? Yeah, I got to go take pictures. Target said they got one in on October 19th. I'm going to go check on Thanksgiving and make sure. It was like planes, trains, and automobiles. Dusty Bin was out there in the snow. He's like, I got to take pictures. I got to make sure that there's consoles on shelves so I could tweet it out and let everybody know that it's not a stock issue. Walmart still has them in stock. He had to go out there. But Dusty, it's Thanksgiving. No, I got to go. I got to go out there, he said. He's like, no. Put it in the refrigerator. I'll have leftovers later. I gotta go to Walmart on Black Friday. I gotta go to Walmart Thanksgiving. Tell the family later. I gotta go to show that the Xbox is still in stock. Dusty Bin had to go and do his job. He's like, my channel depends on me. Xbox depends on me. I gotta go. No, to put that turkey down. Nope. But you gotta cut the turkey, Dusty. Nope. I gotta go to Walmart. I got to show that the ROG Ally is there. I got to show that the Xbox is still plenty in stock. So it wasn't a stock issue. It was just nobody wanted it. They did a whole bunch of, take it away. They didn't want it. But Dusty Bin had to go out there. He's like, nope. But Dusty, you always cut the turkey. Not this year. Not this year. I got to go to Walmart. I got to show them, look, and the ROG Ally, I got a cap for the white, I got a cap for that piece of shit ROG Ally. I got to go. Sorry. But Dusty, the family. Yeah. My family's on YouTube now. I called up Target on October 19th. They said they're getting one in. I got to go to Walmart. I don't cut the turkey this year. This one's for from Walmart. Who's gonna cut the turkey this year? No, I gotta go. No, YouTube and Xbox depend on me. No, I gotta go show them plenty. I gotta see. I'm surprised. He says still in stock at Walmart. Dusty Bin was on the case. We got a new song.
Dusty Bin, call Target for that one Xbox console in October 19. He checks stores on Thanksgiving, not staying at home. And now Xbox got beaten by the Nex Playground, a Goo Goo gadget toy. What are we doing here? Dusty Bin, Dusty Bin, Dusty Bin. Who do you call now?
Woo! Hit that like button. Iconic Games with the 5 VIPs. Thank you so much, Iconic Games. He's there. He got Kill Shot, Dr. T Roof, PlayStation Sweden, Monte White, and King Hoff. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Let's update those VIPs. Yep, let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get them. Oh, man, it's almost due for the Grindhouse Choice Awards. Oh, man, all those choices. There you go. Tell me what to play. Next 5 VIPs tells me what we're going to be streaming. But, yeah, dude, Dusty Bin. There's his new song. There's another song. There you go. Hit that like button. What are we doing here? Encore? He's get this Thanksgiving cookies and go to Walmart. Dude, so it wasn't a stock issue. So this is not a stock issue. It's nobody wants it. That's what it is. It's nobody wants it. That's what it is. Dusty was on the case. Plenty. And the ROG Allies were there too. Still the next. Look at all these Xboxes. He's all ready. He was all there. Get in there. Get in there. Here it is.
Dusty Ben, call Target for that one Xbox console in October 19. He checks stores on Thanksgiving, not staying at home.
Ow!
Xbox got beaten by the Nex Playground, a goo goo gadget toy. What are we doing here? Dusty Ben, Dusty Ben, Dusty Ben. Who do you call now?
I mean, who do we call now? I don't know, but it wasn't a stock issue. See, kind of surprised the ROG Ally X is still in stock. Smart. And it's in the Xbox session. Smart. Smart, he says. Smart. Smart. Good job, Xbox. Good job, Phil. They don't just pay you millions of dollars. You're smart. Put the trash where the trash is. That's what they said. He thinks it's smart. He thinks it's smart. The guy at Walmart's like, yo, where do we put this trash? They go, put it with the other trash. Put it in the take it away section. Take it away! That's what they said. They said, put it in the take it away section. He thinks it's smart, though. He thought it was smart. He's like, smart. Put the Xbox ROG Ally in the Xbox section. No. They said, what the hell's this thing? Oh, it's an Xbox. Put it in the take it away section. There we go. Put it in the take it away section. That's where I want it. They didn't know where to put it. They're like, oh, we're going to feature this. We're going to feature that ROG Ally handheld. They're like, fuck, get the hell out of here with that. We're not featuring that thing. Put it in the take it away section. Put it next. It's a white console. Put it next to that other booster. Nobody wants this shit. Put that Nex Playground out there. Everybody buying that shit. Let's go. He says, Dusty Ben said it's smart. It's great to put the Xbox ROG Ally. Yeah, put a PC next to consoles. Good job, smart. Good job.
Another one.
Good job. Put it in to take it away. That's just, where do we put this thing? Oh, that's like, take it away. That's what they said. So there you go. Yo, Japan, they sold a half a console. The one guy bought just the power supply. He's like, yo, I just need an Xbox plug. Dude, Japan, they bought 0.2K. Dude, I think that's a half a console. That's what they said. They said, dude, I just need the plug. They just sold the plug for the Xbox. Like, no, you know what, man? I just need the plug. I don't need the console. I just need a plug. Like, oh, yeah, 0.2%. We sold 0.2. There we go. Japan, the guys, they sold the plug over there, accessory. Let's go into you. Oh, man. Look at these numbers. Jesus. Yikes. Monthly hardware in November. Weekly hardware. Let's go monthly. Let's do monthly shit. Look at this. That like button. Cooking Funky, he has the song already. How many Nex Playground ads have you seen? I don't know. It's featured though at the stores. But yo, this is dire. This is not good. Yep. So there you go. It's down 70%. But Grinders, just when you think it gets bad, and they went low with this hardware, it gets worse. Because now we lead into our Call of Duty.
Grab your controller, it's time to compete. Xbox, take your seat. We're always last in the race, and we
$80
will always
billion
beat.
Cash,
make ourselves
for this.
Complete. Yeah, we need $80 billion. Gotta make a splash.
It was supposed to save Call of Duty. It was supposed to save it. The chosen ones. They signed deals. $80
Let's start by bringing Penament. Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi, Russian grounded games over to PlayStation and Switch. And we will say that exclusives don't matter anymore. And then wait when we get Starfield ready for the pitch. Big Booty Bobby and Lulu walked out with the bag, and now we're left with all these IPs. What the hell are we supposed to do?
$80 billion. They were supposed to save. They were the chosen ones. I don't know, BV. I don't know if it's the actual Connect Tech. I don't even know, but it looks like it. They were supposed to bring balance to the Force, Corey, not destroy it. I was told during the ABK deal that Microsoft was going to save Call of Duty. And Call of Duty is number 7 of the best-selling games of the year. One of the lowest ranks for Call of Duty. One of the lowest ranks. And you look, an exclusive game, Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei on one platform. You know, everybody plays, we all win. One platform is number 10. Number 10 in the best-selling games of the year. Exclusive. Hell, is it the only... Wait a second. I think it's the only exclusive up here. It's the only game that's on one platform that is on the top 20 list. We got EA's MVP bundle, Helldivers 2, Split Fiction, Forza Horizon, Minecraft, Wrestling, Kingdom Come, Elden Ring, MLB The Show, EA, Elder Scrolls, Ghost of Yotei, Call of Duty, Madden, Borderlands. Yeah, Ghost of Yotei is the only game in the top 10, in the top 20 that is on one platform. And it has the most sales currently of year to date of 2025. It's the only exclusive game on one platform. So tell me, oh, put it everywhere, it sells more. Does it? But back to Call of Duty. Black Ops 7. And then there was some clown that comes out here. Was it this person? Wait a second. Somebody said... Nicholas, it's in the top 7 for the year, being released just 1 month ago and months before things. Let's see you, Nicholas. Do you have an Xbox in your name? No, but you got stupid in your name. Nicholas, let's see, Nicholas. It's only 1 month. Well, guess what? Let's go to the Grindhouse Research. Grindhouse Research says, wait a second, you're giving Call of Duty only 1 month? Give it some more time. It'll climb up. Really? Because I need to find out. List. Hey, AI. Let's go. I want to figure this out. List all the years that Call of Duty has been number 1 in the total sales of the year in November NPD. Thank you, AI. Call of Duty ranked number 1 in year-to-date sales as of the November report. 2009 to 2022. For 14 consecutive years, the annual Call of Duty release was the number 1 best-selling game of the year by the November NPD. Oh, you only give it a month. For 14 years, it's been number 1. 14 years. It's been number 1 of the best-selling games of the year in the November NPD. This chart right here, it was number 1 for 14 years. From 2009 to 2022. That year, dude, that year, wait a second. Well, that year, what happened in 22? You know what the fuck happened? Know what happened? This guy got involved.
To go back and look at
what happened?
Where that box is in the name of our.
What happened after 2022? What happened?
Where that box is.
Who started talking? Open up their mouth. Because then in 2023, Hogwarts became number 1. But Call of Duty was still up there. In 2024, Black Ops 6 was number 1 for November NPD, reclaiming it after 2023. So for 14 consecutive years, Hogwarts dethroned it in 2023. In 2024, it came back. And now in 2025, it dropped the lowest that it's ever been at 7 from the #1 sellers of the year. You wonder why I read you that apology that they said we ain't doing this again. Not even the year of Modern Warfare 3. And wait, in Modern Warfare 3, the DLC dethroned them. You see, the 2 years that they came out with the sequel ass, and who was doing it? Who did it? Phil Spencer and Microsoft. They got involved. They were buying them, acquisitions. They messed up all the development cycle. The year they released that bogus sequel, Modern Warfare 3, after Modern Warfare 2, they didn't get the #1 spot. Hogwarts took it. 2025, the year they did Black Ops 7 after Black Ops 6, they came in 7th place for the year. That's why they apologized, saying we're never doing this again, because they're not selling. They're not selling. But for 14 years, Call of Duty has done this. It is achieved. It's crazy. 14 years. And now it's at 7. And look who's next to it. Black Ops 6. Dude, tell me about that Call of Duty love. Battlefield. Borderlands 4 is sold more than Black Ops. Borderlands 4. And Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, that came out early in the year. NBA Battlefield only came out a month before, and it's #1. It shows you where people chose. This shows you Battlefield and Call of Duty. It shows you. Because even Call of Duty Black Ops 6, you could be like, well, you know what? Everybody's still on Black Ops 6, and that's still selling because nobody wanted to move to Black Ops 7. Dude, both of them shared company at 7 and 8. They're both. It just shows you the Call of Duty brand. Or
Black Ops 6 Day 1 Game Pass.
Black Ops 6,
sweet,
dude.
right? Like,
Some people said I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, most people in this room have probably been used to spending $60-$70 on it every year. Now, if they're already subscribing to Game Pass,
And
good to go.
But it's a choice. Like, we didn't say to anybody, you have to subscribe to play. If you want to buy Black Ops, it's great. It's great for us. It's great for the developer. If you want to subscribe, it's also great. Like, I want to give you the choice on how you play your games and who you play with, and not try to do slimy platform things to force you to do what I want you to do.
they made a choice, Phil. Just like the thing I read on Monday with AI and everything. You call a choice, people are like, yeah, I don't want you. I don't want to choose Copilot. I don't want to choose. I chose Battlefield. What's up, Zuby? How you doing, man? I chose Battlefield. We chose. Maybe run the campaign and Game Pass. That's it. And by the way, Black Ops 7, like I showed on Monday, $35. $35 for Black Ops, Call of Duty. Before the end of the year, $35. 35. That's right. You say it louder. Hoodrich just said MD. Yeah, no call. Yeah, that's right. No other exclusives. No Donkey Kong. No Claire Obscure. No call. No Gotai crocked the top 10 of games sold for the year. No Mario Kart. Nintendo. Mario Kart. No Mario Kart. No Donkey Kong. No Kingdom Come Delivered. No Claire Obscure either. Surprise, Claire Obscure. No, not even here. They said it sold 4 million, I think they just said today. These are that's got to be monstrous numbers for Ghost of Yotei on one platform. And that's the lore of Sony. That's what PlayStation's doing. Like, I don't even see Nintendo games on here. Hey, Aaron, where's Aaron? I see him. He's running his mouth.
Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
Hey, Aaron, where's your Nintendo games on this list? Are they coming next year? I got you. Take Shizuma with 16-month VIP grinder.
Another one.
He says, Jez, there were people going around saying Ghost of Yotai flopped, but it's the 10 most sold and outsold Kingdom Come 2. And you beat me to it. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. And then the 2, he goes, but Ghost of Yotai couldn't get nominated. Get the hell out of here. Exactly. Yo, please. Yo, that was, I'm telling you, Keeley, listen. These shows now, he's really is, and even last year, again, I'm not gonna say Claire did not deserve those awards. The game is fantastic. The music, the game is incredible. It's great, and it deserved its awards. But you gotta remember, I felt like even the year before, Keeley has been really pushing. And you can see the reveals and stuff. He's really been pushing the obscures, like the indie games. Like, it was a lot of indies and passion projects, individuals and close people, and he even does it in the summer thing. But where are the sales, dude? Who cares about awards? What about who's buying it? Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
Now we're talking about awards, the Jeff Keighley Awards. See, the thing is, when you talk about Sony, PlayStation got the sales and they get the awards. How do you get awards? Best racer, but your racer's not in the top sold for the year, and it was a launch title. And they counted as part of the console sale, right? It was bundled. Hey, Aaron, I need answers. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Where's your Mario Karts? Where is it?
Where is Aaron right now? No Aaron, huh? Well, you better be sick.
Forza beat you.
Or mute. Hey, Aaron.
An old Forza game beat out Mario Kart. Hey, Aaron. And Donkey Kong. An old Forza Horizon game beat you. And guess why it's on this list? Why is Forza Horizon 5 on this list? Because it launched on PlayStation.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
You think that Forza Horizon, this thing sitting here at 17, is because of Forza Horizon and Game Pass? Dude, Forza Horizon 5 is on this list because they launched it on PlayStation. Even Xbox supported Helldivers 2. Where's your Pokemons? Is Pokemon on here? Where's Pokemon? Oh, man, you know what? I think it's time. You know what? I've waited so long, and I made, you know, we had the clips, but we got, like, oh, man, I waited so long. Check that star. Where? Which star? Oh, there. Oh, Nintendo. Wait, no, digital sales of Nintendo platforms not included. Digital sales on Nintendo and Xbox. On what? Oh, for MLB The Show and Minecraft. Wait, that's weird. So this doesn't, no, because Microsoft is on here. They're all over the place. So those little asterisks mean for MLB The Show and for Minecraft, Nintendo Digital and Xbox Digital are not counted. That doesn't mean the platforms are not counted, because the Xbox is Microsoft's all over here for Call of Duty. So their sales are counted. Nintendo. Where? I need to know what's going on. It is so weird. I'm surprised. Oh. And I need answers. All right, here we go. Nintendo does not disclose digital sales. So Nintendo's not on here at all. All right, so Nintendo don't put themselves on here. All right, because I was wondering where Nintendo was on here. Because usually Nintendo sprinkles some exclusives in here. Because I was like, where is this shit? But Aaron, why is Zuby bailing you out? I wanted to hear this from Aaron. I asked him a question. He's on the resident Nintendo. So Nintendo's never on these top sales anymore because they don't disclose it? Okay, there we go. Hey, Aaron, everybody bailed you out. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. Hey, Aaron, because look, there's Donkey Kong. It did well. It's in November. There's your November. Yo, Spider-Man 2 on this list? Damn, Spider-Man. Where's Pokemon's? There's Pokemon. Dropped to 6th. Ubisoft don't give numbers anymore either. Man. How is Matt Piscatella at a job? I need to know. Just Physical. All right, thank you, Zuby. Zuby Belja. Yo, you better send them a thank you. Where's Aaron? Hey, Aaron, where are you?
Hey, Aaron.
Go thank you. Thank Zuby. He just bailed you out because you had no answers.
Hey, Aaron, right now.
Yo. He's reporting still. Yo. He just bailed him out. He bailed him out. Good job on that one. Woo. That was a close one. So this is through. So we'll see. Do you guys think that Call of Duty is going to jump up in these sales now as of next month? Like, is it going to jump up here with the $35? It's on sale now. So maybe it jumps up a little bit. But man, this is the first time in a long time. Corey says Nintendo not disclosing the digital sales means that physical sales of Nintendo have dropped to a point where they're not enough to make NPD anymore. Well, yeah. Those games rarely go on sale. Those games rarely go on sale. Well, I got to see something. I want to know. Well, we got, where's Aaron? Did he come back? He's not back. But yeah, the fact that Ghost of Yote is on there is pretty lit. But like, this is the Call of Duty being down here. So you wonder why they apologized. Like, they had to come out and say, dude, we're sorry. We're not doing this again. And maybe that price drop will help. But man, here it is. Call of Duty was the 7th best-selling game of the year. One of the lowest ranks for Call of Duty. It is crazy. Light of Darkness. Hey, congratulations, Lady Gamer. Call of Duty experienced double-digit percentage full game dollar sales decline when compared to 2024. Yo, Xbox was supposed to save Call of Duty, not make it worse. That's why I think we're on the cusp of a bloodbath, grinders. Unfortunately, I think we're on a cut. I think Microsoft went soft. I think we're on a cusp of a bloodbath here because they said last year that Call of Duty lost like $300 million because they put their crap in Game Pass. Now, full game dollar sales decline. Like double digit from last year's sales. And it was the lowest rank for Call of Duty sales. Sales, that's where they make their money. So, Game Pass has cannibalized, right? Game Pass has cannibalized it. Plus, the lack of an innovation and recycled using Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 has basically just made people just sick of like, yo, do something better. And people chose Battlefield. And who was marketing Battlefield like crazy? PlayStation, Call of Duty, PlayStation. Right? Battlefield was there playing on PlayStation, the beta, like PlayStation behind Battlefield. And then a lot of and we said this with these games coming out. On top of that, they've been going out trying to crush rumors for next year. But guess what? They could crush as many rumors as they want for next year. They are in trouble because GTA 6 is coming out. If it comes out in November, it doesn't get delayed again. Call of Duty's cooked. Call of Duty is cooked. I don't know how you outmarket GTA 6. They're going to release Call of Duty at the beginning of October. They better move Call of Duty's launch to October, beginning in October 1st. Get away from GTA 6. Because the amount of mind share, I don't think you could market. This Call of Duty seemed like it was a whisper coming out. Don't you feel like when this Black Ops 7 came out, for me, I was like, whoa, wow, it came out. Like it was like a whisper. I don't know if you felt it too, but Call of Duty this year was like a whisper when it came out. I was like, Black Ops 7, yeah. Oh, launches tonight. I'm like, launches now? Really? And if you couldn't break through that, I don't give a shit what Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Call of Duty you drop next year. It's not going to go over a GTA launch, GTA 6. No way. You better so you want to talk about where Call of Duty is going to be next year? It is in trouble. And I think they lucked out last year. Because Black Ops was like the shooter. This year, there was a lot of shooters. I think they had competition this year, and you see where Call of Duty falls when there's competition. Borderlands, even though that didn't do too hot performance-wise, but Borderlands is a huge franchise. People bought it. It's on that list. And then Battlefield. It had competition this year. And next year, it's going to have even more competition with that. And also, too, if Battlefield keeps supporting its game, like a Battlefield, new expansion, new updates, it's going to constantly hurt Call of Duty. Like Microsoft needed to take Call of Duty, take it and build it and really make it better. They had to do what EA did with Battlefield. They took the criticism, they took Battlefield and they made Battlefield better and they rolled it out and look what happened. Microsoft needs a year off, 2 years off, and take Call of Duty, fix it, make it better, new engine, new updates, new stuff, and do something with it. That's what you thought $80 billion of investment they were going to do. Instead, it was the first time ever they released back-to-back same franchises, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 7, like right after the other ones. And people don't like it. And those are the 2 years that it didn't sell number one for the year. That they had to finally apologize this year, saying, we ain't doing that again. Zuby says, Call of Duty is a PlayStation game. Been selling best on this platform for a decade. Yeah. But they got attracted by something else, Zuby. It was Battlefield. And next year, that PlayStation crowd is going to be ramped up for GTA on PlayStation. Synonymous with PlayStation, GTA. And who's going to be batting their eye at a Call of Duty in November? I don't know. They're going to move it up. They got to move Call of Duty up to October. But Microsoft needed to fix Call of Duty because it was already getting long in the tooth. They spent all this money. They needed to nurture it and build it into a franchise that we heard you, come back, and quality game. And instead, all they're doing is doing exactly what they did with Minecraft. Keep the lights on, pump out more, pump it out, pump it out, pump it out, pump it out, and just get people so annoyed with it and just like diluted that it just gets erased. And at the same time, sitting around crying and complaining that they're not making money and they're not hitting their margins and they got to shut down studios and fire people and nobody's using us and nobody's choosing. Like, it's ridiculous. And Wolverine, too. What's up, PlayStation Sweden? How you doing, man? Yeah. And Call of Duty and Wolverine next year as well. Like, it's competition. That's why I said, like, you know, Microsoft, they bit off more than they can chew with Call of Duty. They inherited a black eye, and they weren't ready to give it the healing and the ice and the nurturing that they needed to do for their for the Call of Duty. And now you see it. And you think it's going to get better? They're not hitting their margins. They've canceled a whole ton of games. Shut down studios, and now next year they're going to try to roll out some more games. And what's crazy is this year they launched a lot of games this year. Microsoft did. They launched a lot of games, and they put a lot of games on PlayStation back to back to back. And still, all this stuff didn't enhance their sales. It didn't make them better. What's crazy, it shows how irreversible the damage that they did when they actually had a bunch of games launched this year, a bunch of games in Game Pass, like Claire Obscura, Game of the Year, winning all these awards. You know, Ninja Gaiden 4, dude, talk about a whimper. Ninja Gaiden 4 came out. But they stacked it next to Outer Worlds 2. Dude, are those games even in the top 100? Are they where Outer Worlds 2 is here? Where's Ninja Gaiden 4? Is it here? Ninja Gaiden came out last month. Was Ninja Gaiden was on last month, right? But it dropped off, right? I think Ninja Gaiden was on Zuby. Do you know? I don't. Ninja Gaiden was last month, October, because it was the end of October. Ninja Gaiden. It was somewhere here, but it just got blown off. This one, Sonic Crossroads, is on here for November. This is November 2nd to the 29th. So this includes Black Friday. And Call of Duty up there. You know, it did number 1. But it wasn't enough to beat Battlefield. And you see Battlefield came in 2. Yeah, it was on October's. But it didn't chart this month. So I can't believe it. You know, that game, I'm telling you, that Game Pass effect is real, dude. And Yotai, there you go. Jack says Yotai was an October release too. And it's right there. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, Ninja Gaiden dropped off the face of the earth. Ninja Gaiden. And yeah, and Donkey Kong. Like, look at these games that are on here that launched even before October. They're still on here. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Shout out to Aaron. You know, Sonic was on there. Forza Horizon's still on there. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden, dude. I can't believe it. This is, and again, they just stacked them up. South to Midnight coming to PlayStation. That's right, Lady Gamer. But Ghost of Yotai up there. So I have to say, like, you know, Kirby Air Ride has made it on there too, and Hyrule Warriors. So yeah, those 2 Nintendo games made it up there. But man, I can't believe a new Ninja Gaiden game. And the thing, so like, look at it. If you look at the year in review of Xbox, they had all those games. What's up, El Nini? They had all those games. Ninja Gaiden, Doom, even Doom. Doom's not even on these lists anymore. Is Doom on the other one? Doom is not even on the top sellers for the year. Doom is not even on here. Kingdom Come Deliverance is up here. Yo, that Game Pass effect is, yo. That trade-off is real, man. I'm telling you. And that's probably why, you know, maybe Claire Obscura is not on here because of the Game Pass effect as well. But then Elder Scrolls is on there, and that's in Game Pass, so there you go. And Call of Duty's on there, and that's in Game Pass as well. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Very, very interesting. But the new Doom is on there. See, Impatience at Doom. Doom, I did not like this Doom. Doom sucked this year, man. That game, dude, I did not like it at all. That shield stuff, and it was, they took away the glory kills. Like, yeah, I did not like it. That medieval look to Doom, no. Even the dragon levels and stuff, I was like, I'm done. I'm like, these dragon levels are stupid. Like, it just feels you're just going point to point. Like, it's not even, it's not good. But yeah, man. Like, I get it. Like you look at all the games that they released this year, and to say, like, in the biggest holiday season, they're down 70% in console sales. Like, they got to be sitting there going, guys, even when we release a whole bunch of games to Game Pass, we're not making a dent in anything. Like, nothing's moving. Like, we're not doing, like, nothing's happening. Oh, Zuby says, but it did not chart on Xbox, PlayStation for October 2020. Really? So Ninja Gaiden 4, it was October 11th, he said. He says, Zuby says, Ninja Gaiden 4 did not chart on Xbox, PlayStation, or for October 2025. Oh, man. Yikes. Let me just see something here. Let me see. These are October 2025. Was it even on there? Let me see. Ninja Gaiden 4. I see charted. Chart on there. It was the 11th best game. So yeah, it didn't even make the top 10. Wow. Overall, the 11th best game. So it didn't. Yeah, Zuby's right. And Ninja Gaiden 4 did not appear on the general Xbox platform sales charts, but performed better on PlayStation. Jesus. Yo. Satya, every night he's like this. Every night Satya is like this. Gaming. There's only one. This is the only tone that Satya hears when he hears about gaming. He's like, oh, gaming. Like, Satya, what did you dream about tonight? How's our PlayStation doing? Yo, Satya, man. Oh, Zuby sent me something. Let me see what Zuby sent me. Oh, yeah, here it is. Zuby, show me his tweet from here. There it is. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 didn't even chart on Xbox sales in October 2025, but it did on PlayStation. So, yeah, this is Xbox. This is Xbox platform. No Ninja Gaiden 4, so we know about Game Pass effect there. No, this is October, and then Ninja Gaiden 4 came out on PlayStation because they sold it there, but Game Pass ate it up. And you would think with this trade-off, see, the only way this trade-off works if Microsoft is coming out saying about Game Pass subscribers and numbers and things like that, and since they're not, you got to think that these numbers are not sustainable, they're not growing, and that's why they're putting their stuff over here. But then you look at these sales, dude, it is dire. It is bad. It is bad for Xbox. It is bad for the console sales, and it's bad for Call of Duty. So I don't know what's going on. I think they're all cooked over there, and I think we're gonna there's going to be some changing going on. It is. I think there's going to be some changing going on. Thank you, Zoo, for sending that. But yeah, it is crazy. And they had all the marketing, thanks to Xbox, right? Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 had all, like, there's no marketing. And the same thing, it came back to back, dude. It's Ninja Gaiden, Outer Worlds 2, and that other, the Lighthouse game. Like, they just came out week after week. Their strategy sucks, man. And their management, and now maybe with the money guy, Tim Stewart now is overseeing ZeniMax. Yo, it's crazy. But I really think that they're going to strangle them with that money next year, and we're going to see a bloodbath. And who even knows what makes it? And I think it's going to be, we're going to see a Halo, probably like remakes, and I don't know, man. I really don't know what it is. I don't know how they're going to celebrate 25 years either. Yeah, keep it. That's what it is. Phil Spencer wasn't even at the Game Awards either. He didn't even show up at the Game Awards. They sent out Booty and they sent out Greenberg and Booty. That's it. They sent out Greenberg and Booty. But yeah, dude, it is rough. It is not great news. And even Dusty been on location trying to say, hey, we could sell those Xboxes. They're plenty in stock. Come buy them. Come one, come all. Dude, but these numbers here, the last time that Xbox was beat by another console was probably when the Dreamcast was getting on clearance. the last time Call of Duty was not number one in a year-to-date NPD was this year and in 2023 after 14 years of consecutive number one sales.
You're my number one customer.
Number one. And yeah, it's not going to get easier. Just like Glassdoor Gaming saying right here with the two, he goes, next year, GTA 6, Wolverine, Sorrows, 007. Yeah, Xbox who? Yeah, a remaster of Halo is going to break through something like that. They didn't even show the Gears trailer. They better have a Gears trailer in January, dude. They better have a Gears trailer in January. It better not be just Forza. It better be. They better have a Fable gameplay, and they better have Gears E-Day gameplay in January. If they don't have Gears E-Day and Fable gameplay in the January Developer Direct, and they're dealing with Clockwork Revolution, which I'm sure is going to be there because we've seen enough gameplay of that game. Clockwork Revolution, Forza Horizon 6, which I'm sure they're going to show, and maybe a Spyro or some bull. If they announce new games, yo, you need Gears E-Day gameplay and you need Fable gameplay. That's what you should lead off the year with. But if you're going to pussyfoot around those games and say wait to showcase in June, they need to come out in January with those two games and gameplay. Gears definitely. Gears needs gameplay in January with what E-Day is. But I don't know. Zuby says, yeah, they were down 70%. I don't know how you go lower than that. And the year before that, they were lower than that. Just the ones that get free stuff, Alvin. That's it. The ones that still get invited and get free stuff and get interviews and get codes. Nex is part of the big three now. That's right, Panther Fall. Oh, man. I'll show you. There's all that's left right here. It's Dusty Bin. He's the only one that's left. Hit that like button, grinders.
Check stores on Thanksgiving, not staying at home. And now Xbox got beaten by the Nex Playground, a goo goo gadget toy. What are we doing here? Dusty Bin. Dusty Bin. Dusty Bin. Who do you call now?
Yeah, Fable. Yo, they show some off-center screens for that one. Oh, man. I don't know who's left. But I tell you, grinders, I don't know. I do not know what's going on. But, yeah, it is wild out there in the streets. Whew. It's smart. Dusty Bin, he made sure that those sales are on there. But, yeah, and hey, I don't know. I don't know what's going to go down. But, yo, we'll have some prediction shows. And, may do some more stuff coming. So keep it locked here. Hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I do have a, I don't know if AA Ron's still here, but I got a special something for him preview.
I need answers for Nintendo. Where is Mario Kart and Donkey playing with his banana? Aaron, I needs answers. Aaron, I needs answers.
Yo, Windows Central is gonna be called Central soon because Windows is gonna be breaking off that thing. But man, we got Aaron. We got him in the music in this thing. We got him. But anyway, hit that like, and you know what? Since everybody came through, man. Hold on, I'm gonna what the hell? How do I have any here? There we go. We got it there, yo. It came through. I got another song. Grind, did you get a cool song here? Hit that like button, share it out, subscribe here, and there we go. Keep it locked here.
Full of dreams they sold.
The sad songs of Xbox. Listen, before I couldn't even come to an exciting song here with Xbox right now. I couldn't even do an exciting song. We had to do a closeout song, a very sad song here with Xbox. So I had to just play a slow song here. Phil Spencer, this one's for you.
Phil's on a stage, but his words feel cold. $80 billion burn in the sky. Now they're asking us why? Promises made on a glittering screen, but the numbers ain't what they seem. Bad news blues, it's a hard pill to take. EOD is on the table, but it came too late. Xbox in the corner with a heavy heart. November's report tearing it apart. The charts don't lie and the whispers grow. Fans are wondering, where did the money go? Pixels and promises, they don't hold weight when the sales slip through like a cruel twist of fate. They thought they'd win with a chest full of gold, but the crown is heavy and it's feeling old. Bad news blues, it's a headline scream. EOD's a shadow of the golden dream. Xbox in the red trying to restart. November's report breaking every heart.
Oh man, it's tough. But I can't leave you on a depressing song. It is the holidays, so we got to get a little funky in here for some blue talk. So here's another song for you, grinders. Hit that like button. Ow!
$80 billion for a electric dream. Pixels cracking at the seams. Controller in hand, but it's slipping away. November sales, oh what they say. Numbers don't lie, they scream and shout. Xbox down, the stats ran out. Game over, game over. What do we do? Call of Duty couldn't pull us through. $80 billion down the drain. Press restart or face the pain. Hyped up trailer, promises tall, but the players logged off, they stopped the call. Leaderboards empty, silence rings. Where's the joy these dollars bring? Pixels flicker, hearts grow colder. No respawn left, the dream feels older. 80 billion and we're out of lives. Console wars, can we survive? Game over, game over. What do we do? Call of Duty couldn't pull us through. $80 billion down the drain. Press restart or face the pain.
Yeah, Phil. Game over, grinders. Thank you. Hit that like button, share it out, subscribe to the Gaming Grindhouse. Happy holidays. Keep it locked here. More live shows coming your way. Good night.